What do you do that makes you remember more of yourself, more of who and what you are on a deeper level? What practices or activities have you done or do you do that help you connect with that deeper aspect of what you are, that feels more true, more real than what might be considered a normal day-to-day experience? And quite simply, what brings you joy? What do you do that brings you joy and connection? What is so uniquely and beautifully you that this world's, this planet, this dimension, this iteration of reality in the multiverse, in the cosmos, in the multidimensional, elemental, eternal, unfolding, blooming isness? Who and what are you? My passion, my joy, well, one of them, a deep one, is connecting with this energy I call magic. And the way I think of magic is it's an isness that is beyond what my mind, based on past, could have thought of, could have created. It's when I say yes to something and it leads to something else, and then that leads to something else that I never could have fathomed, never could have expected, never could have guessed or created from this mind. And I love it because it reminds me of my greater mind, which is my mind. And this me is an iteration stepped down from that greaterness, that unity, that vast, beautiful, loving intelligence. And having stepped down into, hello, this body, this me called Sammy, he, I, we, she, they, it, right here, is able to create a unique expression in a unique timeline, in a unique world system for the experience of it, for the fullness of it, for the joy that comes after the darkness, that comes after the joy, that comes after the darkness. And from these higher perspectives, as I evolve, as I move into my self, more so than ever before remembered as Sammy, as this body, as this being, I get glimpses of the whole thing as being so beautiful. All the suffering, all of the intense challenges, and the moments where the many, many moments, the continuing moment where I thought all life was stress and suffering and pain, emotional pain, disconnection, separation, betrayal, bitterness. That life is beautiful, even in that. Even in the me not knowing that it's beautiful. And that I really don't know what it is. But I'm following the path of magic. I'm following and I'm trusting. And as I trust my suffering, as I trust what hurts and what's challenging and what is unbearable, and what I want to be different. As I trust that even that is okay, and even this is okay, and even me feeling this is okay, and even me resisting feeling this is okay. I know that I'm on a healing journey, that I'm on a journey of self-acceptance. And as I accept all of myself and more and more and more, little by painful little sometimes, of myself, that I am a healer, that my presence, that my beingness, being around, being in spaces, being around others, through not me doing really anything in particular except following my sense, following what feels real in the moment, is healing, is creating change. And I find my joy and my passion and my deepest satisfaction when I follow my intuition, my little sense. For me, it's a sense. So to do this, that, okay, this. And I do it, not knowing really what it's going to do. Sometimes thinking I know, sometimes being right, but not always. Definitely not always. And watching others unfurl, watching layers open and release is beautiful. Feeling it happen in myself, vulnerable, incredible, beautiful, challenging in itself to open and release. So we're all healing. We're all on a trajectory that's taking us. That is part of one unity consciousness, having many, many, many experiences as all of us, individuals, connected to the core. And I love that we are connected. We are one at this one iteration, that sometimes through meditation, through an experience, through an intense challenge, and then a threshold and a breaking through, that I remember. I don't just remember, I remember us and truth. And I think that depth of remembrance, of knowing, is where this whole planet is going, is where we are headed in our consciousness, in our connectedness, in who we know ourselves to be. And this whole iteration, this whole history of remembrance of what we have been and where we are now, is having this moment of dissolving, this extended, painful, intense, shaking, rattling, shifting, and eventually sifting through the pain body, through the density, to remember that we're all love, that we're all love, that we're all loved, we're all love, we're all love. So simple, so simple. And those of us who are the most intensely separate and pushing that onto others, the crazy world stage of politics and like that's all coming into a spiral that will be love. And the more of us who simply, I think, this is my opinion, the more of us that simply follow our heart, our passion, our love, trust our body a little more, trust ourselves a little more, love ourselves a little more, accept ourselves a little more. This is the change that is happening for all humans, all beings on this planet. Because the shift isn't just individual. It's not up to us as individuals. It is a collective choice that was made at this deep level that's rising through each of us. And my job and my role is to do my best and know that my best is just simply allowing that energy to move and rise. And it definitely does not always feel like bliss. And it sometimes really does, which is awesome. Sometimes it feels like intense anger, bitterness, sense of betrayal, pain, suffering, confusion, lost. It's this contraction expansion. One of the best tips, advice, remembrance I've gotten lately was allow the contraction. Oh, don't fight the contraction. I just had this expansive moment. Of course, I'm starting to learn for myself. That is followed by a contraction. And to allow that. To allow it. Thank you for that you are here tells me in my heart, connected to you, that you are one who this message resonates with, and that you are one who is willing to be vulnerable and tender and feel these things as they move and move through us, through you, and being a part of the active change, the active participant in this process, which is so beautiful and amazing. And that is what my mission and my purpose is to connect with you and to create this video, this content for connection, for, yes, we are here, we are creating, we are opening to this, and we are love, unfolding and blooming. And this is real, and this is truth. So, thank you, thank you. If this resonates, I invite you to subscribe and connect here through this. Write me a comment, write me how this is landing for you. I'm also offering one-on-one sessions at this time. If that's you, if you feel called, just register in the link below and we can talk in person on the phone and connect these energies. Thank you so much.